In 1914, Canada was divided, forced into a war that wasn't theirs due to foreign relations policy that Canada was included under as a British colony. Many young Canadians signed up voluntarily, eager to prove themselves to their family's heritage. Francophone Canadians, on the other hand, saw themselves as nationalists and resented going to war for Britain, a country they were not loyal to. This division was only made worse when in 1917 the Canadian government passed the Military Service Act. The Military Service Act allowed for the conscription of young men into the Canadian Army. Though 400,000 men were registered for conscription, only 100,000 were actually drafted, and of that 100,000, only 24,000 men made it to the front lines, as the majority of them filed for exemptions. Many groups opposed this act, such as farmers who needed men for labor, trade unionists, non-British immigrants, pacifists, and most of French Canada, including almost every French-speaking member of Parliament. Due to the fact that not many men actually reached the front lines as a result of conscription, effects on the military were insubstantial. But the act would spark a debate that would shape Canadian politics. It led to Borden's Union government and turned most of his French-Canadian supporters to the opposition, as well as causing conflicts between the government's need for agricultural production and the pressure of conscription. This led to the rise of farmers' movements in the 1920s and has had lasting effects on rural areas. Conscription was used once more by the Canadian government in World War II, despite anti-conscription promises, but with fewer objections. In each scenario, conscription was only turned to as a last-ditch effort as troops dwindled, but is still looked upon as a breach of human rights.